If you have any of these programs installed on your PC right now, you might be giving away your personal data, slowing your system down, or even putting your entire digital identity at risk without knowing it. The scary part? These are popular, free, and trusted by millions. But the truth hiding underneath is something you deserve to know. In this video, we're not just talking about shady downloads from weird websites. These are everyday tools, from browsers to video editors to antivirus programs, that seem helpful but come with dark side effects. I've done the digging, tested them myself, and verified what many companies don't want users to find out. And don't worry, I'll also give you safer, smarter alternatives along the way. So stay with me, and by the end, you'll know exactly what to uninstall, what to replace it with, and how to take back control of your PC. Let's start with a program that claims to protect your privacy, but may be doing the exact opposite. Free VPNs have exploded in popularity, promising anonymous browsing, secure connections, and access to geo-blocked content. But not all VPNs are built the same, and some of the most downloaded ones, like Ola VPN, have been caught red-handed turning users into the product. Ola doesn't just encrypt your traffic. It actually turns your internet connection into part of a global peer-to-peer network, which means, without your knowledge, your bandwidth could be used by strangers for who knows what. In one notorious case, users found their IP addresses being leveraged for botnets and malicious traffic, all while thinking they were safe. And Ola isn't alone. Several other free VPNs have been exposed for logging user data, selling it to advertisers, or failing to provide the encryption they promised. Think about it. If a VPN service is truly free, how are they making money? The answer is almost always hidden in the fine print. That's why if privacy is your goal, you need to avoid free VPNs with unclear funding models. Instead, go with something that's been independently audited and transparent. Proton VPN offers a solid free tier without compromising user safety. Windscribe's free version also performs well without shady logging practices. Remember, when it comes to VPNs, free isn't always safe, and in this case, it could be dangerous. Program number 2. A system cleaner that slows you down. Let's talk about system cleaners. Those one-click magic tools that promise to speed up your PC, clean junk files, and optimize your performance. Sounds great, right? But in reality, most of them do nothing useful, and some can actually make your computer worse. One of the most infamous is Ccleaner. Once respected by tech professionals, it's now bloated with features you don't need, constantly runs in the background, and worse, has been involved in serious security incidents. In 2017, hackers compromised its installer, infecting millions of users with malware. Since then, trust in it has plummeted for good reason. But even beyond security concerns, these tools often give a false sense of control. They flag harmless registry entries as errors, show scary-looking graphs to pressure you into upgrading, and sometimes delete temporary files that the system uses to run smoothly. I've tested dozens of these so-called optimizers, and time after time, the performance boost is either non-existent or temporary at best. In many cases, they slow boot times, run constant background tasks, or bombard you with upgrade prompts. Here's the truth. Your operating system already does most of this work automatically. Want to clean your drive? Use built-in disk cleanup or storage sense. Want better performance? Upgrade to an SSD or add more RAM. And if you really want to uninstall programs cleanly, Revo Uninstaller Free does a better job than anything Ccleaner ever did. Don't let free fool you. System cleaners often clean your wallet more than your PC. Program number 3. Chrome extensions that spy on you. They seem harmless. Helpful, even. A Chrome extension that lets you download videos, convert files, block ads, or find better prices while shopping. But hidden behind many of these tools is something far more invasive: silent surveillance. You might be surprised to learn that some of the most popular extensions on the Chrome Web Store, with millions of installs, have been secretly harvesting your browsing data, tracking every click, and even injecting affiliate links without your consent. Take, for example, PDF Converter, Video Downloader Plus, or even certain coupon tools. At one point, Google had to remove over 70 extensions found collecting data without disclosure, and that's just the ones that got caught. These extensions can access your tabs, capture keystrokes, and send your information to remote servers. The worst part? Most users never check the permissions. They install it, use it once, and forget it's there, quietly logging everything. This isn't just paranoia. In 2020, a major data selling ring was exposed involving several Chrome extensions that passed Google's own review process. It wasn't until researchers flagged unusual traffic that the extensions were pulled down. By then, the damage was already done. So, what can you do? First, only install extensions you absolutely need. Second, read the permissions. If something wants access to all data on all websites, stop right there. Use trusted tools like uBlock Origin or Bitwarden that are open source and regularly audited. And every few months, clean house. Remove what you don't use. Extensions can spy on you unless you spy on them first. Program number 4. A free video editor with hidden terms you might be using it right now to edit YouTube Shorts, TikToks, or client work. It's sleek, user-friendly, and totally free. But what if I told you that by using it, you may be handing over the rights to your voice, face, and videos forever? One of the most alarming examples is Capcut, developed by ByteDance, the same company behind TikTok. While the interface is polished and the features impressive, the fine print in their terms of service is where things get ugly. According to the most recent update, by using Capcut to create or edit content, you grant them, and their partners, a perpetual, royalty-free license to use your work however they want. That includes your voice, your likeness, and anything you upload. Even if you delete your account, even if the content was for a client, they still hold those rights. It's buried deep in legal language most users never read. But once you hit agree, you've given up far more than just your video. This isn't just about funny clips. It affects branded content, paid work, personal vlogs, all of it. And if you're serious about your privacy, your creative control, or just basic digital rights, this kind of policy should be a giant red flag. So what's safer? Try Shotcut or Kdenlive if you want something free and powerful. DaVinci Resolve if you're ready to step up. Or Clipchamp, owned by Microsoft, if you want something cloud-based. Don't give away your voice just to save a few clicks. Program number 5. Antivirus. That's just bloatware. There was a time when installing antivirus software was the first thing you did after buying a new PC. Back then, programs like Norton and McAfee were essential, but that time is long gone. Today, they're more often a burden than a benefit. Pre-installed on many new machines, these suites have become bloated, intrusive, and aggressive with constant pop-ups, scare tactics, and upsell attempts. In some cases, they'll even slow down your system more than the viruses they're supposed to protect you from. The irony? If you're using a modern version of Windows, like Windows 10 or 11, your PC already comes with Microsoft Defender, and it's actually pretty good. It runs quietly in the background, updates itself regularly, and won't beg you for money every time you reboot. Independent labs consistently rated on par with paid options for essential protection. Unless you're doing extremely sensitive work, you don't need heavy, resource-hungry software running 24/7. If you really want an extra layer of security, opt for something lightweight like Bitdefender Free or Malwarebytes. But please skip the outdated giants. In 2025, your antivirus shouldn't feel like malware. And sadly, that's exactly what some of these trusted names have become. So now that you've seen the list, be honest. How many of these do you already have installed? 1? 2? All 5? Don't worry, this isn't about shame. It's about awareness. The programs we trust to help us often come with hidden costs, our privacy, our performance, or our control. But knowledge is power. Now that you know what to look for, you're already ahead of 90% of users out there. My advice? Audit your PC today. Open your apps list, scan your browser extensions, and ask, do I really need this? If the answer is no, let it go. And I'd love to hear from you. What free programs do you avoid like the plague? Have you had bad experiences with any I didn't mention? Drop them in the comments. If this video helped, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. The next one? We're flipping the script and talking about 5 free tools every PC should have.